Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Shelby Marybeth. Today's video is going to be a 2-day extreme clean with me. I get a ton of cleaning done in today's video, hopefully to get you motivated to get up and clean with me. I'm starting in an area that I don't normally film. This is actually part of our back porch. It's right off of our screened-in lanai. And I'm actually out here because we had a rough morning with our dog. His name is Django. He probably ate something he's not supposed to eat, and he had the loosest number 2 right in the middle of this rug. So my husband was actually the first one to wake up and find it before he had to leave for work this morning. And he brought the rug out here and just hosed it off. So I'm taking the time now to really deep clean this rug with our carpet cleaner. I love this carpet cleaner so much. It's called the Bizzle Revolution, and it has saved so many of our rugs. So on the bright side, this rug already needed to be deep cleaned. I could not remember the last time that I cleaned it, so I ended up doing a ton of passes on this rug, and one after the other I was just filling it up with the dirtiest, scummiest water. It was satisfying and disgusting at the same time, but now this rug is cleaner than it has ever been. Whenever I'm cleaning a carpet, I like to go in every single direction that I can. I'll go back to front and front to forward and side to side, and I really feel like that just gets the fibers on every single side of the carpet, and I pick up as much dirt as I possibly can in the rug. Another thing I like to do, and I feel like I pick up so much more dirt this way, is to put some pressure on it with my foot. I pick up so much water and gunk this way. It's literally just sucking up whatever it can, and I do that a few times, and then this rug is finally ready to just hang up and dry out here in the sun. This carpet cleaner does some hard work for me, so I like taking care of it, and every single time after I am done using it, I will make sure everything is completely rinsed out and cleaned. That way nothing is getting all gunked up or dirty, and I am prolonging the life of my carpet cleaner. So it's actually so much easier to do outside. Typically I'm doing this inside, and then I have to wash everything off inside a smaller sink. So I actually prefer doing this outside with the hose now, and I'm just gonna leave everything out here on the porch to completely dry before I put it away. Welcome to the embarrassing status of our laundry room. I'm going to be tackling a lot of this. As you can see, I have a pile of towels there that need to be washed. We're going to be tackling so much laundry in today's video. First up, I just have a huge load of my kids' clothes. I just wanted to get this started so that I can start cycling laundry throughout cleaning today. Whenever my washer notifies me that it is done, I will be cycling the laundry today. But for now, I'm just going to close the door and pretend like it's not there. Now that the washer is started, I'm going to tackle our kitchen super quickly. I always feel like our day is so much smoother in a clean kitchen. I also wanted to share this. It's a jambu fruit. We have a jambu tree in our backyard. It's been producing this fruit, and it's actually a lot like an apple, and it's not something you typically see in the grocery store or anything. I'd actually planted the tree from a nursery in our local area, so I'm just curious if you guys have ever seen that fruit before. Orchids are my favorite flower. That's why I have 2 of them here. One is actually from my birthday back in October, and then the one that is in bloom right now, I actually got that from Mother's Day from my husband and my kids technically. So I'm just taking the time to water them. I feel like women that have their lives together have real houseplants inside their houses that don't go dead. So I am striving to be at that level. I want to get more plants for the inside of our house, but I'm proving to myself that I can keep these orchids alive first before I get any more. I have most of our dishes here in the dishwasher, but I also have a few that I need to hand wash. So before laying down a clean towel, I always like to wipe it down super quickly, and then I will hand wash all the dishes that don't fit inside our dishwasher. At this point, it was almost nap time for Owen and Cecilia, so I'm just going to do a quick clean of both of their rooms and change their linens. So I'm starting here in our son Owen's room. He is currently 2, and all he does in here is sleep. So I don't actually keep any toys in here or anything. We have a playroom that I keep all the toys in. Sometimes they will bring some of their toys into here, and then when I'm cleaning up, I'll bring them back into the playroom. But typically this is the easiest room in our house to clean. I know it will not always be this way. When he gets older, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more difficult because he's going to have a lot more treasures, but hopefully I can give them some good cleaning habits so that they can clean their own rooms. Time to close up Owen's room. It is nice, tidy, and clean, ready for his nap. Now we're gonna tackle Cecilia's room. First things first is our stuffy pile. So I'm having them hand me all of their stuffies while I place them inside the hammock. I've really been considering getting rid of some of these stuffies because we really have way too many, but they love just piling them on top of each other, and they'll play in the stuffy pile, they'll jump off the bed into the stuffies, and it's a lot of fun. So as long as they help me clean them up and we can vacuum in here, then I am happy to keep the stuffies. I just know I won't be getting any new ones anytime soon. Cecilia loves helping clean her room, so I have a spray bottle that I like to use for the mirrors, and it's a mixture of half water, half vinegar, so I don't have to worry about her like touching it or putting it in her mouth accidentally or anything like that, but she helped me clean her mirror. It's time to cycle some laundry. So currently in the dryer I had a few blankets that needed to be washed and then a few odds and ends, so I'm just folding all of those and putting them away where they belong so that I can take everything out of the washer and put it into our dryer. I've been reading so many of your comments on one of my last videos. I had asked whether or not you line dry or if you use a dryer, and I just find the answers so interesting because in the US typically we do a lot of just tumble drying in our dryer. It is all I have ever known. So I wanted to add a little bit of a question to that. So if you line dry, what is your weather typically like? So here in Florida it is super hot, humid, and we have a ton of bugs. So I'm worried about bugs getting all over like our laundry when they're outside. And in the summer, we get rain, like downpours, every single afternoon. So I don't know that line drying would help us, but I feel like you could probably have a setup somewhere in your house too. But just let me know. I'm very curious. So I'm currently just cleaning up the rest of our laundry room. It had become quite a mess, especially this morning after bringing out the steam cleaners and everything to clean up our dog's mess from earlier. So I'm just taking the time now to put everything back where it belongs. I still have a bunch of laundry to do, but I am done putting away everything that I can in the laundry room. So I'm going to move into our dining room that seems to just collect the most random things every single time I blink. But it's always really nice to get this cleaned off, especially when I have a big laundry day like today, because I like using our table to fold all of our laundry. It's just a nice open space to be able to organize and fold everything. All the dishes I hand washed earlier are dry now, so I'm just going to take the time to put them away. I don't enjoy having like dishes drying out on the counter. Typically we do overnight and then in the morning I'll put them away, but I love when our counters are completely cleaned off like they are now, and then I have an opportunity to really wipe down every single surface of this counter. I like moving things to make sure I get underneath them. Crumbs accumulate in some of the most random spots sometimes, and I really like to keep them as minimal as possible in our kitchen. I mentioned all the bugs that we have here in Florida, and if you leave any crumbs on the counter here, you will surely have a trail of ants going to it. I had some burnt on crusty areas on our glass kitchen top here, so I just used a razor to scrape all of that up. I like using the concentrate of Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray. I actually have a little mark here on my bottle to where I fill it to, and then I just fill up the rest with water. But this bottle of concentrate will last me a really long time. It also smells really nice. I like the lemon scented one. I also really enjoy the basil one, but that's not my husband's favorite, so usually we compromise on the lemon scented. Now that our kitchen is nice and clean, I'm going to move into our living room. This I can always knock out super quickly while my kids are napping. of course felt like I needed to tidy up in here, but I really wanted to focus on our floors. And in order to do that, I need to pick up all these books that they made into, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a beaver dam, and put them away so that I can do a really good vacuum. I also want to focus on our tile floor and do a super deep clean with our steam mop. I of course already really deep cleaned the areas our dog had accidents in, but even after that I really just wanted to clean every single inch of our floors. I am happy to say Django is feeling much better. He hasn't had any accidents. It is completely unlike him to have accidents, but when he does, he's like 90 pounds, so you can imagine. Anyway, I'll move on. It is time to cycle laundry again, so I'm currently taking out my kids' clothes from the dryer. I like folding them right away and then putting them away as soon as they wake up from their nap. I actually only have one laundry basket for this reason, because if I need to get out another load of laundry, I need to put away the clothes that are in the laundry basket first. So no clothes are sitting in a basket all alone anywhere, getting all wrinkled. So having one laundry basket has really given me the habit of putting away laundry right away. I still had room in our washer for some towels, so I'm just taking the time to go to each of our bathrooms and collect all the laundry that I have piled up in here. Now that I have our third load of laundry running, I'm gonna fold Cecilia and Owen's clothes. This is the never-ending pile of laundry. It's really satisfying watching it get folded like 4 times faster than it normally is. Usually while I'm folding laundry, I like to put on a show or listen to some music, or sometimes I'll put on a podcast, and that really makes laundry a lot more enjoyable to do, and I don't realize how much time it's actually taking me. So I won't give any spoilers away, of course, but the last show I've been watching is Bridgerton. I've of course watched all the past seasons, and then the new season 3 just came out, part 1 anyway, and part 2 will be in June. So I'm curious if you're watching it. How have you liked it? Don't give anything away in the comments though. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, and I have heard so many people are waiting until June to just watch the whole thing instead of having to like wait for part 2 in between. Anyway, so I'm curious what you're doing. I went ahead and watched the entire part 1, which is only like 4 episodes, so it's like nothing, but I have really enjoyed it so far, and I can't wait for part 2.
Morning has broken, my windows are open, wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you and hope you can guide the way. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. changing, and when hope is fading, I know I can turn to your embrace. 'Cause there's so much beauty under your heaven, and I'm grateful.
When I put clothes in a basket, I organize it as I'm putting it in. That way it's easy to put away. So on one side I'll put all of Owen's clothes, the other side I'll put all of Cecilia's. On the table I had already organized them into different categories with how they go away in the drawer. That way once I bring it to the room, it's really easy for me to just put it all away.
I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my
So now I'm putting all of Cecilia's clothes away. This was really satisfying to do, especially since we cleaned up her room earlier. So not only does she have a nicely cleaned room, she has a drawer full of all of her favorite clothes that are nice and clean. The other half of this basket is Owen's clothes, so I'm also going to be putting these ones away. It was also super satisfying to put all of these clean clothes away after cleaning his room earlier. He also has a nice clean room with all of his favorite clean clothes. So I really wanted to focus on our floors now. I wish you could see it in person because you would see exactly how much dog hair I am picking up with our vacuum. I will show you the canister later, but each time I vacuum I always fill it completely up with dog hair. It gets so packed in there. Django, our German Shepherd, is very lucky that we love him more than words can ever describe. In our experience, German Shepherds have been the best dog ever. But if you don't like shedding, then don't get a German Shepherd because their nickname is a German Shedder for a reason. So I'm making sure to get absolutely everywhere because I also want to do a really good steam mop of our entire floor. It was definitely floor day in our house. I love when our floors are completely cleaned and mopped. I love being able to walk around on our tile floor and our carpets without any socks on and not be stepping on crumbs or, everything that just falls on the floor. So here is our full canister of dog hair, and I wish I could say this was a week, but literally I think I vacuumed a couple days before filming this video. It really comes strong, especially this time of year in the summer. He starts shedding his winter coat so that he can start making a summer coat, and then the cycle just starts over and over again every year. So I'm getting our steam mop ready. I'm putting on the first cover and then I'm going to let it heat up. While it's heating up, I'm going to tackle this next load of laundry that needs to cycle in our washer and dryer. So this next load here is all of the sheets that came off my kids' beds earlier. I also like making sure our washer is nice and full each time it runs. So I was throwing any extra towels that I had in with their sheets as well. The towels that I'm folding now are actually older towels that I have saved. and they are raggedy and not so great looking, but they work great for cleaning towels. We also dry off our dog with these towels, which is why they made their way through the wash, because Django had recently gotten a really good bath after his accidents. So we use a Bizzle steam mop. I've actually been looking at the mop and vacuum at the same time. I love the concept. I'm a little skeptical, but I also kind of want to try it. So let me know if you guys have it already, and let me know if you like it. But for now, I really enjoy our Bizzle steam mop. It's almost therapeutic for me, really, to mop our floors. It's always so satisfying. I usually do it in each section and change out the head each time. So I have multiple like little mop heads and I change it out. Like that section was our front door. Next I'll do the dining room area here, the back door, and then our kitchen. And each room I will change out the mop head. I just use distilled water in our steam mop. I don't put any solution in it or on the mop head. We have natural stone tiles, so I'm pretty limited to what kind of floor cleaner I can use, but I also want to keep it as natural as possible since my kids are constantly playing on the floor around here. I recently saw a mat, like a front door mat, that said, "Please take off your shoes," because my kids lick the floor, and I could totally relate, and I almost wanted to buy that mat. I'm getting ready to put our steam mop away now. I'm just putting on a new mop head, that way the next time I bring it out, it is ready to go. I am almost done with day 1 of 2. So I'm just putting back all the rugs after cleaning our floors. This is the one that we cleaned outside earlier, and it is cleaner than it has ever been. I'm on to day 2, and I am cycling laundry first thing this morning. First up are the towels that I put in here the day before. The next load of laundry I'm starting are my own clothes. So I typically do these separate from my kids because I can just cycle them through the laundry, fold them in my room, and put them away in there. I feel like that saves time, if that makes any sense. I'm not having to go to 3 different corners of our house to put away laundry for each load. I just feel like as soon as I became a mom, I have a limited amount of time in the day. So even if I can save a minute or 2, it all adds up by the end of the day. So this is just a big load of all of our regular old towels. We have kitchen towels here, bath towels, and even some like pool towels that I've thrown in here. All of our towels are very well loved. They've been through the wash 100 times already, or at least that's what it feels like. So none of them are like leaking anymore. dyes or anything, so I don't worry about trying to put separate colors in different washes anymore. I guess that is one benefit of having older towels.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I'm always feeling homesick.
I'm done folding all of our towels, so I'm just going to put them back into the rooms that they belong. The first one will be in the kitchen, and then I have some bath towels that go into the bathroom, and so forth.
I've seen many places where the beauty never ends.
I was just in the mood to get things off my checklist and out of my head, really, and one of those was just switching all of these frames back from being Christmas pictures to our regular day pictures. I meant to change these back in January, and it is currently May, so it was really nice to get that done and out of the way.
'Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear.
I think this is the most laundry I've done in one video, but I have to tell you how great it felt to get all of this done. So I'm currently bringing all of my laundry into the dryer, and then I'm going to make my way into our bedroom because I really wanted to get some clean sheets on our bed as well. So when I clean our sheets, I like to just take absolutely everything off, run it through the wash dryer, and then throw it right back on our bed. It's just another way that I like to save time. I don't have to sit and fold anything, and sheets right out of the dryer feel amazing, I have to tell you.
There you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud.
I'm including our duvet cover in my bedding wash today. I only wash our duvet cover maybe every 3 months or so. As with everything, I am very organized when it comes to cleaning our bedding. So the first load I'm starting is actually the mattress cover. It's actually a little bit of a cushion as well for us. So that is one load in itself. And then I will do the next part of our bed that I would typically put on top of the cover. So our fitted sheet and all of our pillow covers and top sheet, and then the last load will be our duvet, which goes on the top of the bed. So as soon as one load is done, I'll be able to put it right back on the bed. I won't have to sit and fold anything. This is my little reading nook that I absolutely love. My husband actually used it here with his computer and this little tray the other day, and he loves it as well. But he brought this in here because I was watching Bridgerton in the living room and he didn't want to bother me with his game. So now that I already binged the entire first part, I was putting all of that away.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up.
This is the load of laundry that I brought out of our dryer earlier. I just got distracted by our bedroom and cleaning up in there that I completely forgot that I had brought this out to the table to fold. So now that I'm done in our bedroom, I'm gonna get this done so that I can cycle more laundry.
hopes for a clear view before the day is done. What can you do when you're head over heels in love? No need to fight, but it's keeping her up all through the night. No end in sight.
At this point, you guys were definitely my key motivator to getting a lot of this laundry done, and I am so thankful for it. So part of the reason I make these videos is, of course, to motivate you guys, but seriously, I wouldn't get nearly as much cleaning done without making these videos. So in order to have a motivating video for you guys to have each week on Sunday, I need to film something. So in order to do that, I need to clean around our house and get whatever I need to do done. So really, you guys are motivating me just as much as I hope I'm motivating you. So thank you. This load of laundry is all of my own clothes, so I brought it right into our master bedroom so that I can fold it on our bed, and then it's even closer to its final spot, which makes it even easier to put away. I kept looking out the window because out of the corner of my eye, I would see, like, it looked like someone walking past the window, and it was creeping me out just a little bit. I thought it was just our neighbors working in their yard, but it actually turned out to be my husband, and he was like cleaning up the yard over there or doing something. So anyway, that's why I keep looking out my window like, what is out there? Sometimes the only way I can just build up the motivation to fold my own laundry is watching something I don't normally get to watch. Like, my husband will be out in the living room watching the kids, and I will just get 10 minutes to myself to watch something, listen to something that I don't normally get to, and it's more of a relaxing time for myself rather than it feeling more like a chore. So my pajamas go into drawers and my shorts go into drawers, as well as my leggings. Everything else I like to hang up in our closet just because I think it helps keep the wrinkles at bay a little bit more. So all of my shirts and even my jeans, of course my dresses, I hang those all up in my closet. This next load coming out of the dryer is super easy. It's just our mattress protector for our bedroom. And then I'm cycling over all of our sheets, that way they can get dry and put back on our bed before the end of the night when we need to go to bed. And then I needed to add a couple more sheets to my last load. They came from Cecilia's bed. We are currently trying to get her to learn how to stay dry during nap time and at night, and every once in a while she'll still have an accident, and unfortunately on this day she had, so I just needed to throw her sheets into the laundry. I have yet to find sheets that are 100% waterproof, so I've been lining her sheets with a waterproof cover, a normal sheet, another waterproof cover, and then another fitted sheet. And that has protected her mattress from the leaks I just feel like when an accident goes into the mattress, it just sinks in to the deepest parts of the fibers, and I don't think you can ever truly get like urine out of a mattress. So the extra lining is totally worth it in my opinion to help protect her mattress, because mattresses are not cheap. I don't typically show this part. It's a little hard to do on our bed, but I'm doing what's called a hospital bed corner. At least I think that's what it's called. I used to do this to all the hospital beds when I was a CNA. I was actually a CNA for a couple years before I became a nurse. I'm currently a nurse. I'm just working, it's called PRN. It's basically part-time, but a little bit less. I actually just work 1 day a week currently, and the rest of the time I spend at home with my kids here, and I am so grateful for it. My true goal though is to be able to do YouTube full-time so that I can stay home full-time with my kids. I was actually homeschooled my entire childhood up until high school, and then I went to college, and that was my first time ever going to school. I want to homeschool my kids too, so I want to be able to stay home with them, and one way or another I am going to do that. So this is the easiest way I have found to put our duvet cover on. So it's actually inside out on top of our duvet, and I am clipping duvet clips on each of the corners. That's what that looks like right here. And then I will reach into the center and basically pull it inside out, or in this case it'll be right side out because my duvet cover was already inside out, if that makes sense. Literally, this is the easiest way I have found to put it back on without feeling like I am on a struggle bus. And I really enjoy having the duvet cover because it just keeps the comforter clean so much longer. I just wanted to take a second here to thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me with my videos. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up and commenting down below so that I know that you are watching. I love hearing from all of you. I will make sure last week's video is linked. It is an extreme whole house clean with me. I think it's almost an hour long, and I literally clean every single room in our house. It's super motivating. So if you're new, subscribe, and I will see you all right here next week in a brand new video next Sunday.